What's up, everybody? This is Jay, and this is my Snowfall. Can Alton really take down the CIA? Now, we know that Alton, Franklin Saint's daddy, tried to do the right thing by getting this information out about what's going on with the CIA, bringing drugs into the community and destroying it, and he got a lot of guilt on his plate. But he wasn't thinking it through, and he put his life in danger, Irene's life in danger, his whole family life in danger, and he think he can fix it. I'm gonna break it down. Now, he should know better. He was in the Black Panthers. He's seen how the Black Panther Party was taken down by the government, how people were killed, manipulated, and he knows firsthand that this is not a fight he can win, but somehow he got in his head that he can do something about it. And I don't think that he really understands the gravity of it until it's too late. Now, we know that Franklin got a lot of pressure he dealing with, and even Teddy told him, even though he was drunk, he was 100% real. They say the truth come out when you're drunk. Everybody can be replaced. Anybody can be replaced, and that's what's gonna happen. Now, Alton was kind of tricked and manipulated into telling this story. It wasn't his idea, but once he began to let them loose lips sink ships, it was over. And Wanda lips was big and loose, but she didn't even run her mouth and say too much like him. And Irene, she told him that, hey, this story coming out one way or another, you can tell me and I can protect you and your family, or I can run the story anyway and, bury you all. But he should have talked to his people. He should have let them know and given them the opportunity to do something about it. Although they would have probably had her killed, and he would have had that guilt on his conscience, she ended up dead, as we know anyway. Now, he had a turning point. After he talked to her and she gave him her card, he was in his car and he was in deep thought about it. You can see on his face and everything that he was thinking about what was going on. But when he went in the house, they had a celebration for him getting off that oil, getting off that Earl juice, and he was smiling, he was happy. But once they had got through with eating that Q, because that Q was looking good, they had that Q on the table, everybody was sitting there talking, and that was everybody that needed to know the truth, and that was his chance to tell it. But instead, he chose to just let bygones be bygones and let the time go by, and he ruined the opportunity to let the whole organization and family and the people he thought he was protecting know what was going on about Irene and give them the opportunity to take care of it. I mean, she ended up dead anyway. Now, we know he got a lot of guilt on his conscience because he knows what the crack is doing. And when he was with Wanda and they heard that little baby left behind because the daddy had to go and get beamed up to be a rock star, got beamed up to Scotty, but he ain't never come back. He then died right there on the side of the building, and he know that it was the crack that did it to him. So even when he felt the more guilt is when the police came and they didn't give a damn, and they was saying, he asked what's gonna happen with the kids, and he said they may go into the system, they may not even be together, this, that, and the other. And they pretty much said, the Rock is just tearing up the community and it's pretty much nothing they can do about it. And he, even the social worker said she'll try to keep the family together, but it's no guarantees. And when he broke down with Sissy and told her about the kid and everything, that was his second opportunity to come clean. But instead, he wanted to tell her, hey, everything that I did, I'm doing for the best of the family. Why don't you come, we can run away and we can go and leave this place, go to, get out of here. We got money, this, that, and the other. But she said, I ain't leaving my son, which he should have spoke up and told her the gravity of the situation, but he didn't. Instead, he chose to go meet with Irene in secret at her little watering hole and spill the beans on tape, telling her way too much information. And even when he went to her house, this is another chance, now that he's seen firsthand all the information that she has, it was another chance for him to tell his family what was going on and protect them if he wanted to protect them. But instead, it was too late by the time he told Franklin. He already had the story out. It ruined his relationship with his son. It ruined his relationship with his wife. He put Franklin and everybody in danger of going to jail or murdered. He got turned into a crackhead. He wanted to avoid the Rock. He got rocked upside his head. And Franklin, he knows right now the gravity of the situation. You dealing with the damn government, not no fools on the street that you can deal with. This is the government. And Irene, yeah, she got fired and from she didn't get to tell her story, but now he became an active part in the story. He brought her to Sadat X, and Big Brother Almighty wanted to get this story out, but Irene would have never been on COINTELPRO if he didn't bring her. So why did he decide now that it was part of his job to get this story out? I mean, once her story was canned and everything, he should have left it alone. Why did he actively try to help her get this story out and stop this and put his family in danger? I mean, it wasn't her son, it wasn't her wife or loved one that was in danger. So why was he doing that? I think he got caught up into what she had going on, which was trying to break this story and do the right thing. And he didn't realize that he can't do it because you're implicated. If the story does come out, you can go to jail because you were a part of it. And also, you were running that shelter, and it was from drug proceeds. But he ended up getting her killed by putting her on that show, and he also put everybody else's life in danger, and he also put himself a big target on his back because you don't know who was listening. As we know, as the viewers, Teddy was listening and Gustavo, and they knew right then and there, it's a wrap. We got to take this dude out. There's no way that we can let her and him continue when they're threatening to put their business in the streets. Now, we see that Teddy knows how to get somebody taken out. He put a little Mickey in her drink, made it look like an accident. Now it's no fingers pointing his way. It's easy for that to happen with Alton, but by him being a black man, they wouldn't even have to do that much. I mean, anything could happen and nobody would look the other way. Now, Alton should have realized who he was dealing with when he saw on the news that she was killed and it was nothing but a drunk driving accident. I mean, Sissy realized it right then and there. Franklin knew, but what can Franklin do? He knows the gravity of the situation. Alton saw it when he was in his little hotel room laying low. That was his opportunity to get the hell out of there, go to Cuba, like he was telling Sissy. It's unfortunate that when he had the opportunity to go to Cuba, he told her in the hospital, I'm not going anywhere without you. Unfortunately for him, that was his other third golden opportunity to get the hell out of there and do the right thing. He should have had that trip to Cuba. He should have left with her. Instead, he continued to put her and everybody in danger. He showed up at the hospital whispering sweet nothings in her ear about how he want to leave with her. Let's go, let's bounce. And of course, Franklin and Jerome came up and told him, you need to get up out of it. What you doing? That ain't none of your business no more. That ain't your problem no more. And so he realized that, now he's made a bigger division than he ever had before. In the clip for the season finale, we see that Franklin is under a lot of pressure from Teddy to deal with his dad. He asked him, what you gonna do with him? We need to shut him up. And that was a big problem that Alton made for his son, to make him have to kill his own father or make sure that he's a part of making sure he's shut up. And now this dude is in the closet, and I ain't talking about no gender reveal. He had to step up out the closet with a strap, and that's a stupid situation. Most people want to come out the closet. This dude going in the closet, and it's all his fault. He should have made sure that, just like Irene, if you was going to tell this story, tell it anonymously. And yeah, they wouldn't have printed it, but hey, you got to do what you got to do to protect you and yours. And he thought she could protect him. And Teddy is putting a lot of pressure on Franklin to shut him up. He said that he don't respond well to threats. Now it's a division between Franklin and Teddy over his father. We see that in the clip for the season finale, Teddy got a gun in his door. He went to go meet with Alton. Alton come up in his little hoopty Chevette, and now he got a little revolver full of dum-dums. And we see how it works. But in the end, he put himself in a horrible situation thinking that he can protect his family and that he could take out the CIA. One of the things he said in that clip is, I'm going to do what it takes to protect my family. And Teddy said, I'm going to do what it takes to protect what I need to protect as well. Alton, like Franklin tried to tell him, you dealing with a trained killer. Now, I'm not making it seem as if Teddy is, the Terminator or, whatever the case may be. But at the same time, he's just one guy. But then if it comes down to it, it's more people that will take Alton out and do what it takes to take him down. He's not realizing that this ain't just some one guy on the street. You're dealing with the CIA, Central Intelligence Agency, and they're fighting an illegal war. And although we know in history that this did come out and the truth was told, how many people died in the process before the truth was revealed? And was it worth it for them? It was worth it for everybody in the community, and it was worth it for the country as a whole. But it's always difficult when you are trying to be the one to break a story, because it end up you may be dead and you may not protect your loved ones and your family the way you thought. Alton thought that he was doing the right thing. He was filled with guilt and he was ashamed of what he was doing, but he should have handled it differently. He should have got out of the game. He shouldn't have taken any proceeds from Franklin and tried to start up that shelter so that way he wouldn't have any connections to him. He should have, if he did do that, then he should have told them what was going on and told Sissy and everything, hey, we need to get the hell out of here before it's too late, and leave without backstabbing everybody and making it a division between everybody, because now no matter what he does, it's going to be hard for people to take and listen to his plan. And now he's going to try to take out Teddy. Who the hell is he? I mean, he was just on the bottle, just drunk as a skunk just a year ago. And now all of a sudden he thinks that he could take out the CIA. I think he secretly has been drinking again. And I wouldn't be surprised if we see in the season finale that he's been drinking again and he ain't thinking straight. He may have started getting a little piece of that rock, and now he really ain't thinking right, because for him to think that he can take out the CIA and protect everybody, he's mentally ill. And he saw that Irene was killed. He knows it. And although it's made to look like a drunk driving accident, he knows that it wasn't. So she says she could protect him. She's lost her job and her life. That's a clue right there to leave it alone. Let sleeping dogs lie. But he won't. He thinks that he can do things and it's not going to work out in his benefit. He's just putting a bigger target on everybody's back. He almost got Franklin killed from Manboy and other people because they found out that Franklin was dealing with the CIA. I mean, it was so many different unexpected consequences that he didn't understand, and I think it's going to be hard for him to try to protect his family the way he wants, because he doesn't understand the gravity of the situation. Anyway, y'all let me know what you think. You think he gonna be able to take out Teddy in the finale? I mean, I can almost guarantee Teddy ain't gonna die, but are they gonna come to some type of agreement or resolution? Is he gonna promise that he gonna shut the fork up and get the fork out of town? I don't know. We'll see. I'm almost guaranteeing that Teddy not gonna die, and I don't know about Alton. I think AA Rod is in trouble. So we'll see what happens. Remember, I said it here first. Teddy ain't gonna die, and if anything, Alton is gonna die, or he gonna have to leave the country. I think that it would be kind of messed up that Teddy gonna probably put Franklin in a situation where he may have to kill Alton. And I think the only benefit in that is that at least Franklin's relationship with him wasn't the greatest, and that may make it easier. But killing your own pops, that's kind of messed up. And we've seen that happen time and time again in TV shows lately. And we'll see if it's another show where we see another young black man kill his father. It's something that doesn't go on in real life too often, thankfully, but you know, anything is possible and does happen. And hopefully Franklin don't have to go through that, because it's really gonna make him into a cold-hearted killer. I mean, he'll kill anybody at that point. If you kill your own pops, I mean, who else would you not kill? So anyway, y'all let me know in the comments, and I'm up out of here. I'll see y'all on the next episode. Peace.